Hi everybody, I'm here and I'm on time, and it's Saturday the 25th of October, and I'm here with the updates, and going to give away some free cash, and we're going to do the raffle draw for the weekly charity raffle. So a lot going on, but let's get started right away with a little prayer and affirmation. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay, let's welcome you in, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching the recording. We are streaming live into Facebook, X and YouTube. And of course, the recordings are available there at any time you want to watch them. We have a lot of members that watch the recordings, and we have a few guests as well that watch them. And we know that that is always a good option, because a lot of people just can't make 7 p.m. London time. It's simply not convenient for everybody. But for those that are here, a special welcome as well. You're equally valued, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. But if you're here, it's lovely. You can pop in your name and where you're from in the comments. You can interact with other members. And if you have any questions, you can ask them, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Okay. So let's have a quick look who's here. We've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England, and we have Bayago Lakshmi from India. We've got Don from British Columbia in Canada. We have Shukuzi from Nigeria. We've got Bozina from Slovenia. Maureen from London, England. We have Derek from Wado City, Nigeria. Willie from Texas in the United States. Ramachandra letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thanks. We got Richard in from Devon in England. And we have Favor from Ipaja, Lagos, Nigeria. We have Carolyn from Texas as well. And we have Pierre from South Africa. And we also have Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland. So, updates. I really don't have an awful lot. There's no development been going on today. I've been catching up because I've been out on meetings and doing things for the last couple of days. So I've just been trying to get everything back up to date, which I have managed to do. But I've not really got anywhere, moved forward with anything in particular. But we do have some numbers for you. So let me give you those, okay? In the last 24 hours, we have an increase of 6 in the 777 plan to 45,698. We have an increase of 9 in the registered members of We Share Abundance to 55,128. An increase of 10 in the active member count to 3,572. No change in the success blueprint, stays at 23. We have an increase of 1 in the easy team builder to 1,183, an increase of 2 in the best plan ever to 1,173. It's only 10 behind the Easy Team Builder now, except that you make money from the Easy Team Builder matrix. You can make money in the Easy Team Builder, but you need to build a team in there. So the two go hand in hand, really. We have an increase of 1 in the pro members of the ShareHope Powerline plan to 765, an increase of 41 in the registered members of Thinking into Reality to 3,440, an increase of 21 in the bronze members to 1,220. We have what are these numbers? 354. Ah, yes, I know what they are. They are the community that we have, the social media site, Your Happy Place. We have an increase of 354 since yesterday, up to 14,815. And right, I have a number for you of positions taken in the new payment app that we are building, or we will be building as soon as we get sufficient positions taken up. Now, the number of positions I'm going to tell you isn't accurate. And the reason for that is that some people have submitted tickets, and instead of putting in the number of positions they want, they've entered their email. And we have some people that have submitted duplicate tickets. Now, possibly they wanted to buy the extra positions, but at the moment I've removed the duplicate value. So that is another thing that affects it. And we also have some people that have put in the comments that, yeah, I want positions, but they've not put in a form to pledge the funds for those positions. So it's a little bit haywire at the moment, but it will be, I suppose, relatively accurate. And there are 284 positions taken, which is well over a quarter. But we need 100% really. If we get halfway there, we can start building the app, but without the credit card facility, or it's not credit card, it's a debit card, without the card facility, which we could always add at a later date. So we need quite a few more yet. We need at least another 210 or something like that pledges before we go. But we have had also, since I took these numbers, some more forms coming in, and I've not checked how many pledges there are on those. There's not a great many forms at this point, maybe 8 or 10. So it could be 8 or 10 positions, or it could be 80 or 100 positions, or whatever, you know. We don't know until we actually quantify those. But 284 in basically in 2 days is pretty good going. However, of that 284 in a couple of days, most of our, what you could call bankers, if you like, people that we thought would probably take up options anyway have probably already done it. So we're now preaching a little bit to the unconverted, if you like. And we've got to help those people along and hope that we can generate the trust in what we're doing so that we can get going. Once we get going, I'm sure once we get the first step going, people will be happier to, if we get to 500 and we get the first phase completed, which is the main one, because that's your wallets and things, and it just means you won't have those options for a card, which is highly desirable, but we can manage without, because you will still be able to transfer funds to your bank account or somewhere like that. But if you don't have a bank account, we will be able to arrange one for most people through that phase one. If you don't have a bank account, we can help you get one. But most of the people that don't have bank accounts would welcome the fact that they would be able to just use a card, something like that, where they can go to an ATM, get cash out, or they can pay for their lunch at a restaurant, or their holiday, or even a new car. And as the commissions grow, even a new house, there will be a limit. I don't think we'll ever get beyond the limit of $100,000 a day. But if you're buying a house and you want to buy it with your card, and the house is $1 million, you can pay that in 10 days, can't you? It's as simple as that. And if you're living in some other countries, then your house would certainly be a lot less than $1 million. In some countries, $1 million for a house is fairly common. In other countries, that would be a mansion, so it's all there. Right. We have a few more people in, I think. We have Carl in from New Zealand. Hi there. We have Rosina saying, I want to pledge 2 positions in the new payment processor, but I am unable to access the email form. Getting secured connection failed error. Not sure why. I can put the link in here, but it is a secure link. I wonder if I've got it available easily here. It might have logged me out. It has. But it will only take a second anyway. I'll get the link for you. There's the code. I'll pop this in the comments thing here. And you can see it is a secure link, HTTPS, and there you go. We got Leon in as well from California. He's been away with family business for a few days, but he's back, and he says it's now fall in California. It's fall here in England as well. We tend to call it, what do we call it? Autumn in England. The autumn leaves. They tend to call it fall in America. Interestingly, it used to be called fall here in England at one time, I believe. And I think that was taken over to to the States, and it grew out of fashion here and it became autumn. Anyway, that's just a side note. So welcome to Leon, and I hope that that form is opening up for you. It definitely should open in any browser as a secure link. It's it's a very well established form creation site that we've used for, well, I've used it for probably 20 years or so. So it's not a new company or anything. It should open as a secure link. Right. That pretty much covers the news for you. We do, as I say, we do need to get those additional pledges. I mean, it'd be lovely to get the other 700 or so that we need, but if we can get another 220, 250, we can get that first part, and it is the most important part. It'll give you your ledger accounts and everything else. It will give you the ability to get a bank account. We don't have bank accounts, or we won't have bank accounts in our system, and that is why we don't need KYC. We are not controlled by a bank. We are, in fact, if you like, controlling the bank, because we are giving them clients. We are not a part of the bank or anything else, but we can set up arrangements with some banks that we will have a good introduction for you into if you want a bank account and you've not got one at the moment. It would be lovely to get the extra 700 or so pledges, and then we could really rock and roll and get the those cards available for you, all the way up to that metal card, which has a $100,000 a day limit on it. And of course, you have the prestige of having a metal card. They are becoming known now as something that, you know, not many people have. I remember when credit cards first came out, you could get a gold card, and that was the sort of prestige thing. If you pulled out your card and it was a gold one, I'd never had one, but I did know somebody that did have one. You know, people went, "Oh, they've got a gold card," you know. But then there were a lot of cards that said, "Oh, well, we'll call ours a gold card," and of course it lost its thing. But the metal card is the current status symbol, if you like, in the card world, if you're into that sort of thing. Okay. We've got a question here from Shakuzi. How can I withdraw in TIR? At the moment, it's all being done manually. Just put in a support ticket. You do need to have withdrawable funds, of course, as long as you've got what does it call it? I think the wallet is called withdrawable cash or something like that. Let me just check that for you. Where is it? Withdrawable commission. If you click on your withdrawable commission in the left-hand menu and you've got funds in there, you can withdraw them, but you need to put in a support ticket. If you haven't got withdrawable commissions, then of course you can't withdraw because you haven't got anything to withdraw. We do get some people that say, I've got $20 showing as having been earned. Please go through the compensation plan. You will earn $100 before you can get anything withdrawn. Why? Because that first $20 is going to pay your monthly fee into thinking into reality. And the next $80 is going to pay your monthly fee into thinking into reality silver plan. So you would be in then the bronze and the silver, and you will be paying $100 a month, but not out of pocket. You'll be paying it out of your income, and you can't withdraw it, because if you could, you would stop being in those plans and it would collapse the matrix. So everybody benefits from the fact that you will continue to be in those matrices. Interestingly, we've had a few people complaining, oh, this plan taking a long time, when am I going to get paid? And when I look at these people that are complaining, they've been piffed in and they've not referred anybody. All they've done is registered and verified their KYC. And those are the ones that are complaining, okay? And that is typical of people, isn't it? Isn't that just typical of people? Fortunately, I can laugh at that. You know, it doesn't get me upset or down or annoyed or anything else. I just think, you know, how ridiculous people are. The only ones that are complaining are the ones that do nothing. And that is just typical of life, okay? The ones that do something are the ones that are out there in the trenches, making things happen, making things work. And they're not the ones that are complaining. They're the ones that are getting on with it. The ones that are complaining are the ones that say, no, I'm not sure this works, you know. They're just getting in the way, but we'll carry them through anyway, okay? So that has answered all the questions. In fact, I've only seen 2 questions. One is about the form. I hope that is working for you now, Bozina. And the other one is from Shukizi about withdrawals. Okay. Everybody in TIR should click on that link in the top right. It says promotional tools, I think. But in there, it's got the compensation plan. It's got a PDF for the compensation plan. Go through it all so that you can understand things. It's got a video explaining how the plan works and why. It's in everybody's interest to have everybody referring just an odd person every now and again. You know, you don't have to be a master recruiter. All you have to do is help people get started. 1 a month. Just bother, you know, just get 1 a month into the plan. Help them get started making money without putting their hand in their pocket, and encourage them to do the same. It's not required that you refer people, but if you want things to happen faster, if you play your part and get 1 or 2 people a month, then it will move very, very quickly for everybody. But the more people that sit back and say, well, I'm not doing anything, I just want to be paid, the longer it'll take. It's as simple as that. Well, put that support ticket in again, or reply to it and say that that is where you will place your request, because that is an incorrect response. It isn't yet established. It will be as soon as we get our payment app up and running, because you'll be able to, it'll be automated through there. So that's another reason I'd like to get it done as quickly as possible. But the only way at present is we can do it manually. Put in a ticket, and if they've given you that response, then tell them that that response is incorrect. You've spoken to me, and not to give them the incorrect answer. And I will place a message in our support team chat, or whatever they call it, to let the support team know. Okay. Right. Let's do a bit of the things that we need to do to give some money away. First of all, let's have a go at the raffle. That should now go through today when I run it. Let me do a screen share on that. And I'm hoping I'm still logged in there. Let me check. Yep, I'm still logged in there. And it should come up for you about now, I would have thought. Yep, and let me make that bigger. Okay, so this is the raffle. It's the first time we've done it on a Saturday. I've no idea how many tickets we've sold. Folks, I don't have a clue. I've just not been I'm just updating my spreadsheet here so that we can know. We've got 306 in the kitty. I did finally today also contact a not-for-profit organisation that's been recommended by one of our members. I intended to do it like 2 weeks ago, where it just kept getting sidelined or you know, out of my thoughts. But I did send them an email today, so hopefully we've got 500 that we are going to give away, and we've already got $306.85 in the kitty towards the next $500. So let's see where we go with that. Let me get to it. Here we go. Let's first of all check how many tickets we have sold. And view current ticket statistics. Oh, we've done a lot better than I expected. Wow, thank you everybody. We sold 309 tickets. I really didn't expect that. So that is wonderful. I'm putting that in there. And now then, we don't need that now. I need to go back here. And when I click this button, it's going to pick out the winner. Hopefully, it should work on a Saturday. It was previously set to a Sunday. It always amuses me. It's been misspelt button here, but there you go. I'm not sure whether it's a typo or what, but it looks okay, doesn't it? I mean, it amuses me, so I've not mentioned it to anybody to get it corrected. Okay, so when I click that button, it will pick the winner. Now, if it's Frammy, Rosa, or Rosita, that will put $120 into the charity pool. Any other name that is selected, any other username, the money will go straight into their available cash wallet, and as it does for all the second prize money as well, instantly. Okay, so let's take it out and let's see who the winner is. Roll on the drums, and here we go. Click away. And it is Anna 64. That's wonderful. Congratulations to Anna 64. She is $120 better off than she was a minute ago. Okay, and there's 102 people get $1 each. So let me just pop those in the spreadsheet before we lose that. 102 and 120. Okay. And we now have instead of $306 in the charity pool, we've now got $378.40. So we're getting close to another 500. So that's all wonderful news. But we are now going to get on to doing a random withdrawal. And so let me get back here. No, where are we? Yeah, stop sharing. We stop sharing there. And then I'm going to do a new screen share for random.org. Okay, and when that comes up, we'll make that bigger. And there we go. And so here we go. We have numbers from 2 to 2576 in the spreadsheet, each one representing an active elite member. When I click that generate button, random.org will randomly select a number. It could be 2, could be 2576, it could be any number in between. Totally randomly. If you read their website, they'll convince you that they do it better than anybody else. And it is totally and truly random. So without further ado, let's see what number it picks out. And we've got 2392. 2392. I'm going to put that in the spreadsheet. 2392. And then we can stop sharing random.org. And we can come back and we can do another screen share for the spreadsheet now. And once again, when that comes up, we'll make that bigger so that everybody can see what's going on. And now if I can get back to the spreadsheet. Here we go. So there it is, that number 2392. So it's going to be well down towards the bottom. So let's zoom down here. 2392. And here we go. We copy that. And then we go all the way back up to the top. And we paste it in there. And you can see that person, it's Mary Z, introduced by David Zuzongo. And they're going to get $60 each, provided they're both in the list here. Obviously, Mary Z is definitely in there because, but we have to check whether David is also in there. And if he is, he'll get a matching $60. And it's $60 because they get $40 for being an active elite, $20 for being, oh, just a minute. They're only active elite. They're not even in the 777 plan. She's not even in the 777 plan. It's only going to be $40, folks. Going to get $40 for being an active elite. She would have got $20 if she'd been in the 777 plan. She would have got $20 as well if she'd been in Poverty Crusher. Would have got $40 if she was in the Share Hope Powerline plan, and would have got $30 if in the Easy Team Builder. But she isn't. So she's going to get $40, not $60. It's nearly everybody's in the 777 plan, because as long as they have done their KYC, the system will pick them out and put them into one of those hundreds, in fact thousands of places that we have in the 777 plan that are paid for, that people have not bothered to fill with somebody they know and love to help them. And if they're not prepared to help people, they miss out as well as the people that they're not prepared to help. You help people, you help yourself. Okay? It's a wonderful thing about the world. The more people you help, the more you help yourself. And that is reflected in all of our plans. Okay? So it's $40. I'm going to save that. And we'll get them paid as quickly as we can. And congratulations to Mary Z and to David. And we can stop sharing that now. Come back to the app and we'll have a look and see if there's any more questions. We've got Norman in from Doncaster. He's a little bit late. He probably thinks, oh, Graham don't get here till 7:30. Okay. We've got a few people saying congratulations, and Brazina saying thank you and good night. Okay, God bless. I am going to say good night to you in a second, but there was something else I was going to cover and I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah, I won't be here tomorrow, but tonight or tomorrow morning at 2 a.m. or whatever time it happens, the clocks here in the United Kingdom go back an hour. So when I am here on Monday, you have to make note of that adjustment in your local time. It may be that your clocks change at the same time, but if they don't, you have to understand that what was 7 p.m. will now be what was 6 p.m., if you see what I mean. Okay. So anyway, our clocks do go back. It'll be an hour earlier than today, but it'll still be 7 p.m. London time, and I'll still be streaming on Facebook, into group We Share Abundance Publicly, into X, and of course into YouTube. So God bless you all, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend, however much of it is left, and get out there, share some love, share some abundance, help people get a position. Literally, it is the best investment they will ever make in their life. It's like being 12 years ago and looking at Bitcoin and saying, oh, I don't know whether it'll work. If you'd put $125 into Bitcoin 12 years ago, you would be a multi-billionaire today. And I am telling you now that some of the people that buy, I mean, we've got some people taking 100 units. Only one person, I think, that's taken 100 units, but we've got one person pledging 100 units. I believe that that person will be a billionaire through this plan. I think that everybody, even with 1 unit, is going to be certainly financially independent within a couple of years. And people that have more than 1 unit will probably be multi-millionaires in 2 or 3 years. So just do it. All you folks, help other people get in. We need to get to halfway. We need to get to 500 pledges, and then we can start it. We can start the development, and we can add the cards in later. Once we've got that up and running, I believe we'll sell those other positions very quickly. But let's get those other 200 and odd positions sold as quickly as we can. If you want to take up more, take up more. I don't care if one person takes them all, you know. I want to get it up and running, get it in there, and we'll get it started. And within a couple of months, it'll be there, up and running. It'll automate the payments from, first of all, TIR. Secondly, we will put it into We Share Abundance, and it'll automate the payments from there. Be much better. It'll not only, I mean, you can still be able to do it with crypto if you want, you know, folks, but you'll be able to withdraw cash if you want as well. You'll be able to send it wherever you want. You'll be able to, you know, it's an amazing system we're putting together. And once you see the power of it, and you start talking to people about it, they'll want to get in, even if they're not in an opportunity, because it will enable them to do so many things so much easier and without any hassle, without the problems of compliance and KYC, because we are not a financial institution. It is all above board. It has all been thoroughly studied. It is all 100% legal. and it is what people want. Okay. God bless you all, and I'll see you on Monday. Okay. How do I get out?